I made the decision to go back to therapy. And let me tell you why. First, let me tell you why I left therapy. I had two great therapists in the past. The first one went on vacation and introduced me to the second one. And the reason why I decided to stick with the second one is because the first one was always pushing me to see why things were my fault. Even though I felt like I was taking accountability for my actions at the time, I wasn't in a state of mind where I could take all 100% accountability. So anytime I brought up anything else, and at that time the heavy subject was my ex-wife, if I brought up a way that she made me feel, if I brought up something that she did that made me act a certain way, she would throw it back at me to say that I'm ultimately responsible for how I acted. And that pissed me off at the time. That's the therapist I'm going back to see now. Now that I'm in this state of being able to take 100% accountability for my actions. While she pissed me off in the past, I go, that's the perfect person that I need to talk to right now. The therapist that she sent me to was exactly what I needed at the time. She was very understanding. She helped me to feel better about myself in those moments. You know, she would sympathize with me. She would empathize with me. But I ended up leaving that one too, and then just writing off therapy altogether. And the reason for that is because I saw that I wasn't taking it seriously. Now, I was opening up. I wasn't holding back consciously. I wasn't in a state yet where I could control my ego. My ego was still very much in control. So while I feel I was being 100% honest, while I felt that I was being 100% honest at that time, at some point it clicked into me that I am taking advantage of this situation. That I'm still holding back, even though this person is a stranger and not a key player in my life. The outside world, I still would not share all the most intimate details of what was affecting me. I would change the narrative. I would change the story to get the reaction that I want. We are all master manipulators. We are all able to affect what happens around us through what we say, through what we decide is important enough to tell. You know, if I want someone to believe I'm a good person, I just have to never bring up the bad things that I've done. I'll just tailor the story to only mention the good things, to only mention the attacks, and not take any accountability because I wanted to invoke a certain response. That's when I realized that the system was no good for me, because I was easily able to manipulate it, to keep me stuck, to keep me in that cycle. It wasn't doing much for me, sure. I was leaving at times with a more positive mindset, but the positive mindset was towards a negative cycle. These systems that we have in place are not bad. Religion is not bad. Spirituality is not bad. Social media is not bad. The algorithm is not bad. The way we choose to use it, the way we choose to allow it to affect us is bad. The way that certain groups might use it to manipulate the masses, that's bad. The way everything's been commercialized, everything costs money now. Nobody offers up free information anymore. I shouldn't say nobody. There are a large group of people who are doing it, like myself. There's a large group of people who just want to help and they're not looking to charge for it. And there's even a group of people who, you know, they just offer the option for payment in the sense of a donation. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use your skills to make money. Everybody needs to make a living. But there's people who take advantage of it, right? Your time is worth something. Your knowledge is worth something. And if you can make money off it, that's great. But what I don't like to see is how it's been monopolized to a point where access is heavily regulated, right? You want to do anything these days, you need an education, you need to take some class, you need some certification. You can't just go and audition like you used to. You can't just apply and hope for the best and get a shot. I'm sure there's opportunities out there, but they're few and far between. So that's just it. Like, I have a problem with the way the systems work the way the systems operate. But ultimately, if I change the way that I act, if I change my world, then I can bring out the good from that system. I don't think therapy was helping me at all. And if I didn't have the strength to cut myself off of therapy, to work on myself, then I may have never got to this point where I feel like, okay, now I could use it. Now I could utilize it. And that's what I think the problem is we do not focus on whether it's good for us now. We just say, this is the system, this is how it works. Jump into it, throw people into the system, instead of making sure that people are a good fit for that system. So if it works for you, good, keep going. If it doesn't, maybe you need to take some time to work on yourself so that you can make the best out of these systems that have been created for us.